It's in the game.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready. Yellow lady. 50's a month. 50's a month. It's our time. We go 21.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Ginn. Oh, able to avoid him. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Breeze to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Just bowling over tacklers. Pass. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 45 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
88, 61, matchbox, light.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
27 yards. That's good for Packers.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Shifts by him. 20! And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Jones. 46 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
In the slot on the right is Graham. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sets up 3rd down and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Breeze here finding Kamara. Oh, and now some space to operate. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 13 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and Graham's got it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Bree's going to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
On first down, it's Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He's got a first down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
X3, 218, chopper.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he couldn't make this. And sure enough, to be here to see it, that's pretty darn awesome.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback unexpected.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Going for the deep ball. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Able to avoid him at the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is taken in at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
28 more yards. That's another first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Saints first down.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
5-9.
First down.
Check curls.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check. You gonna take any weapon.
Now Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to?
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Preston Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the lead up to 14. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hey, no. Blue 58, inside. Yo. Blue 58, no. Blue 58.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready. Yellow lady. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Left 5-9. Left up defense. Greystone, grab it.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Sheldon Rankins getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Get 300. Get 300. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, dude. 399. Mike, 56. Mike. 399.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Set. 5-9. He's tired of here. He's tired of us. Slam. Kick. Over.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And an alley to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Toss play, Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Kayvon Webster there to make the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. 22 to Mike. Easy, opposite.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now Breeze on third down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
21.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the backup Kaiser to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. One final shot for Kaiser. Now a desperation. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Jake Kumaro, 47 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.